Hi, this is Jerry Pletica from Touching Hearts at Home. Today we have another awesome referral partner conversation, and I can't wait for you to meet her. She's a wealth of information, and I can't wait for those that need this kind of service to get some more information. So this is Brandi Hutzler, and I want her to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Brandi Hutzler. I am a local professional guardian and conservator for North Idaho. And I've been doing this for about 2 years. And I also work as an adult protective services investigator for the state of Washington, which is kind of how I found this need. And I do this because there aren't enough protections for vulnerable adults in North Idaho. And so I've created this business to help fill that gap.
So when you say that there are vulnerable adults, what do you mean when you say that?
So vulnerable adults, we want to look at obviously people over the age of 18. They can have cognitive impairments such as dementia, Alzheimer's, developmental disabilities, sort of the whole spectrum where they struggle meeting their own needs, whether that be their safety needs, their housing needs, mental health needs, financial needs. And so that's where somebody like I would come into play, and I would help get everything set up so that they have all of the protections that they need in place. And so really a vulnerable adult is just somebody who is unable to meet their own needs over the age of 18.
Either mentally or physically, is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be either or both. Yeah.
So why wouldn't family do this for their loved one?
Well, it can get really complicated when it's a family member because it totally changes the dynamic between that family member and their ward. I refer to them as clients, but it just totally changes the dynamic and can cause a lot more stress for everybody involved. And so I recommend professional, even in my day job with APS, I recommend professionals because they're unbiased. They just come in, they work for the courts and take all the messiness out of it. And so then everybody in the family can just maintain their regular familial relationships without this impacting that.
So when you say messiness, can you explain maybe one story or one understanding? Because I'm not quite clear on what you mean by that.
Sure. So you have somebody that is declining in health, needs to go into a facility. You have family members that want an inheritance is what a good one. And so they will try to keep the vulnerable adult in their home so that the home doesn't get sold to pay for care services, or facilities. And so then they bring in a professional who has no feelings or emotions about it and has to say, well, this is what has to happen for mom or dad. This pays for this is, no, theirs. It's not an inheritance until they're not here anymore. And so this has to go to them. So it just kind of takes some of that drama out, I think, that upsets the vulnerable adult as well as the rest of the family members. And so that's most of the drama that I would deal with in this field is people wanting their inheritance. So they're not looking out for the best interest of the vulnerable adult.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the word drama.
Yeah. I know I'm trying to, what's another way, to say that, but it really boils down to just, are they actually looking out for the best interest of the vulnerable adult in their life? Are they looking out for their own interests? And I just make sure that the best interest of the vulnerable adult is being met.
I got it. I understood what you meant. I just wanted to clarify for my audience to make sure that they understood what you meant by that.
Sure.
So, tell me a little bit about specifically what a conservator is and a guardian and what the differences are, and maybe some. I don't hear a lot of information out there about this. So when I found you, I really wanted to get more information for my audience.
Sure, absolutely. So conservatorships are financial. That's the financial piece. So if somebody needs, they're struggling to pay their bills, they're being financially exploited by somebody. Like I've had clients that were taken to the bank and thousands and thousands of dollars withdrawn before I came on. And so my job is to secure their finances. anything, pay for their care. If they need bills, they need, anything financial. I hire estate sale folks if we've got to do an estate sale to get funds together to pay for care. I would be responsible for selling any properties, homes, land, cars to pay for the care of the vulnerable adult. And so anything related to financial falls under the conservatorship umbrella. Um, and then guardianship is of the person. And so I'm making sure that they have a safe place to live. I'm making sure that their wishes are being met, such as if folks want to stay in their house, and I'm making sure that they have the care providers in the home that they need. I'm making sure that they have their doctor's appointments. I schedule the doctor's appointments. I take them to the doctor's appointments. I do errands, if they want groceries or things like that, I do that as well. And, so that's sort of the protection, the safety around their personal care. I get that stuff set up for them. I'm not a medical professional. I don't do it myself. So I make sure that those people are in place that can do it.